husband told me women were too emotional to run a company. Now he's filling out a job application at mine. I used to be proud when people asked what my husband did for a living. He owns a tech startup, I'd say proudly. I built the back-end infrastructure, but he's the one running it, and they'd always call us a power couple. But I stopped being proud a few months ago. That day, I overheard 3 of our main developers complaining in the break room. I'm late on rent. Again, one of them said in a frustrated tone. 3rd month in a row, he's delayed payroll, while he goes around the office bragging about his new Rolex. The youngest developer, Paul, pulled up an email on his phone and read it out loud. Dear employees, your salary is on hold. Think of this as a patience-building initiative. Remember, we're not just a startup, we're a movement. He laughed. Movement one more BS motivational speech and I'm leaving. I swear. Everyone in that room cheered, while I panicked, knowing that if I didn't do something now, if I waited any longer, there wouldn't be a company left to save. So that night, I sat my husband down and bluntly told him that he needed to pay people on time and treat them with basic respect. They're people, not robots. They need breaks. They need money to survive. He laughed. You know, this is exactly why women don't run businesses. You're too emotional about this stuff. It's embarrassing. My mouth hung open at his words. Excuse me? Without me, this business wouldn't even exist. I built half of everything we have. He waved his hand dismissively. I could easily run this without you, he said coldly. I'm your wife, I said, shaking. We're a team. He stood up, grabbed papers from inside a drawer, and handed them to me. I glanced down and saw it. Divorce papers. You're barely a wife, and we're not a team. I'm your boss. Get that in your head. I slept on the living room sofa that night and signed the divorce papers. The next morning at work, I resigned and handed him the divorce papers and a short letter that said, I'll prove you wrong. I started my own company the week after that and ran policies he'd never consider. Fair pay, flexible hours, clear communication, reasonable deadlines, mutual respect. 5 of our best employees quit and followed me. My now ex-husband was convinced I'd fail within a month, but he was wrong. I started landing big clients immediately. That made my ex furious. He started calling my clients, spreading rumors that I'd stolen proprietary code. He undercut my prices so badly he was losing money just to try to hurt me. He even tried to poach back the employees who'd left him, offering them raises he couldn't actually afford. But none of it worked. My team was motivated, my product was better, and clients could tell the difference between a company that cared and one that was only after profit. Then it happened. I got invited to pitch for the biggest contract either of us had ever competed for. A major corporation looking for a complete system overhaul. I walked into the conference room and spotted my ex-husband already sitting there, looking more exhausted and nervous than I'd ever seen him. His shirt was wrinkled, and he had this desperate energy that made the clients visibly uncomfortable. Everything okay? I asked him. He glared at me. Of course, never better, he bit out. Soon, the pitches started, and while his idea was good, his demo was a disaster. Bugs everywhere, features that didn't work, and when the clients asked questions, he fumbled through answers about his lean team philosophy. One of the executives asked pointedly about his company's reputation for employee turnover and project delays. He tried to laugh it off, but everyone knew the truth. Then it was my turn. My demo ran flawlessly. My team had put together something beautiful and functional, and when questions came, I had one of our senior developers provide all the technical details that proved we knew exactly what we were doing. The clients were nodding, smiling, already mentally signing the contract. I watched my ex-husband's face crumble as he realized he'd lost even before they announced the decision. That meeting ended up being the final nail in the coffin. The last 3 developers of his company quit, clients dropped to 0. Then he filed for bankruptcy. That same morning, my assistant told me someone was in the lobby asking to speak with me. I walked out and there he was, looking exhausted and humbled in a way I'd never seen. I need a job, he said quietly. I'll do anything. I could have said no. Part of me wanted to. I knew that if I were in his position, he would have just kicked me to the curb, but I was different. Okay, I said. Standard salary for your experience level, same benefits as everyone else. His face fell. That's barely more than entry level. I smiled. Well, you'll have to work your way up like everyone else here does. Fair pay for fair work, that's how we run things. He took the job, sometimes complained about the salary and decisions. But here's the thing I didn't expect. After a few months of watching how my team actually functioned, seeing how happy everyone was, how productive we were, he started putting in real effort. Last week, he stayed late to help fix a critical bug and didn't ask for extra pay. Yesterday, he told me he was proud of what I built and asked if I needed help with the expansion plans. Now we're thinking of starting over again.